Where are my Match.comers? Anybody in here? Match.comer? Yeah, any e-harmonizers? Craigslist casual encounter? Alright, okay, let's take a quick note there. Alright, well, this song is for you. Look around the side, pretty baby, is it everything you hoped it'd be? This one guy sells hot dogs on the corner, the right time to scroll to me. Look into your heart, pretty baby, what you hope to get from eHarmony. Not some dork who's into World of Warcraft, right? That's what I thought, the right time to scroll to me. 'Cause I don't think I have ever seen a profile pic so fair. So if you want to meet for coffee, you know I'll be there. Tell you a little bit about myself. I live in Denver, own a business. Some nights I do stand-up comedy. By the way, I also ride a Harley. The right time to scroll to me. I'm 5'10", my hair is brown and my eyes green. I'm quite young, okay, I'm 34. Did I mention that I ride a Harley? The right time to scroll to me. 'Cause I don't think I have ever seen a profile pic so fair. So if you want to meet for coffee, you know I'll be there. So don't try to deny, pretty baby, you've been round this side, you can plainly see. Most of these dudes are living with their mamas. The right time to scroll to me. The right time to scroll to me. The right time to scroll to me. Woo! That song is completely true. I am 34, I do own a business, and I also am the proud owner of a 2003 100th anniversary edition Harley-Davidson motorcycle. There are certain people in the audience right now thinking, wow, he just got a lot cuter. Which is one of the reasons you buy a Harley. It is also a true statement that most stand-up comedians are not cool enough to be Harley owners. I, however, am no exception. So that's why I bought privately. I knew if I walked into a dealership, they would have said, hey, Four Eyes, library's down the street. To which I would have responded, hey, thank you. I mean, if you've ever been into a Harley dealership, it is a kind of a frightening place. I mean, the tattoos and the muscles and the facial hair, and that's just the women. Now the service guys, though, the guys working on the bikes in the service area, they are the nicest guys you are ever going to want to meet. And they damn well ought to be at $85 an hour. That's what I think. But there are some tangible benefits to riding a Harley. Kind of the main one, the best way I can illustrate it is to compare the ad campaigns that they did, that Honda and Harley did in the 70s. If you were to open and see a magazine article promoting Honda in the 70s, you saw, you meet the nicest people on a Honda, and a smiling couple on a CB350. Turn the page and get a magazine ad for Harley, and it said, buy a Harley, we promise you'll get laid. So, really excited about that. I've been a Harley owner for about 9 months, and nothing yet, but keeping my fingers crossed, because at this point I don't know what else to do. Sorry, I promised myself I wouldn't get into that area. There's some liabilities, though, to Harley ownership. First of all, true story, the insurance goes way up. I went from a Honda to a Harley, insurance is significantly more. The chances of the damn thing being stolen go way up. Let's just say I'm on my second Harley in 9 months and leave it at that. But, yeah, no joke. But there's also a liability that's kind of intangible, and I'll explain it like this. Most rearview mirrors on motorcycles and cars too have a little sticker that says objects in mirror are closer than they appear. Yeah, well the sticker on a Harley says objects in mirror hate you and think you are all that is wrong with the universe. I just don't know what it is. Some people are like, oh, they're so loud. Oh, Harleys are so obnoxious. Oh, children, it's a Harley owner. Go, go, run, he'll steal your soul. I'm a nice person. I've never stolen anybody's soul, of which I'm aware. But I thought maybe I've really done something terrible. So who better to talk to than God? So I went to my church and made an appointment with my priest. And he called me and he's like, oh, William, come in, sit down, child. Tell me what the problem is. And I said, well, Father Stereotype. I've done something I've never done before, and I don't know. I didn't think it was evil at the time. Oh, child, you know, you can tell me what it is. Rest assured, there's nothing you can say to me that God hasn't heard before. So I said, well, okay, I bought a Harley Davidson. Saints preserve us! You get out of here right now, you soul-stealing spawn of Satan! That's not a true story. I couldn't even get into the church. They locked the doors when they heard me coming. And that's one thing that's true of the Harley. They always hear you coming. That sound is so wonderful. It's worth being a soul-stealing spawn of Satan. That wonderful, wonderful noise. But I don't know if there are any other motorcyclists in the room. I've been riding for about 12 years. I have almost 90,000 motorcycle miles under my belt. And I have noticed many times that when I'm on the highway, you know, going down the road 60 miles an hour, I have to, this is honestly true, I struggle with feeling invincible. Which is crazy, because I am incredibly vincible. I have never been so vincible in my entire life. Now, I'm not stupid, so I wear jeans, a heavy leather jacket, and the plastic fishbowl, because I'm rather fond of my brains and my blood being where they are. I really don't want them rearranged. But at the same time, you know, you folks in your cars cannot imagine what it's like out there, you know, with your roll cages and your crumple zones and your seat belts and your airbags. You talk about airbags, I'm on the motorcycle 70 miles an hour, I am the driver's side airbag. And for that matter, if, you know, somebody cuts me off, I go down, the bike is hoping I'll break its fall. And I am right there with it, too. Because I have health insurance, and my bones will knit eventually, but I have thousands and thousands of dollars invested in this motorcycle. So I will take the hit, just make sure the Harley is okay. But this is why motorcyclists wave at each other when they pass. It's just kind of a check-in. Hey, you still alive? Sweet, me too. But I don't know the etiquette of the wave. You know, I know that when the bike passes, you wave. That part I understand. But if it's a line of 100 Hell's Angels, do you have to sit there and wave all of them? Can you put your hand out and, you know, figure that covers everybody? Or just wave at the first guy and then wave at the last guy and you're good? I want to know, because I do not want 100 Hell's Angels to do a U-turn and come back and teach me the etiquette of waving. Because I figure it'll involve, you know, pipe wrenches and so forth. But I also kind of get easily bored. I was on a country road last summer, and there were a bunch of bikes coming from the other direction. And, you know, the waving thing, you know, after a while, I just started trying to spice it up a bit. You know, wave, wave, point, wave, thumbs up, wave, salute, point, thumbs up, peace sign, party on, I love you, prosper. I'm gonna tell you one more story, because my time's running low. I've only crashed once in 90,000 motorcycle miles, and it wasn't on the street. It wasn't on my bike. I was filming a camp out in Washington, and one of the activities at the camp was motocross. The kids had those motocross bikes they could learn how to ride, which was pretty cool. And I had a free morning, and there was a free bike, and there was an instructor that didn't need to do anything else, and he saw that I could handle going around in a circle and starting and stopping, and so he said, dude, follow me, and he took off into the woods on a bike of his own. This instructor, and I am not making any of this up, this instructor's name, he was MMX freestyler Kyle Bisconer. You put this guy's name into Google, the first video that comes up is him doing a backflip on a motocross bike. That's the guy that I get to follow into the Washington woods. It was sweet at first. Because he was taking it easy on me, and I could keep up with him and no problem. And after about 10 minutes, I guess he figured I was doing okay, so he stepped it up a bit. And it was a little harder to keep up with him. And then after 10 minutes, he stepped it up a little bit more. And eventually, I don't think he really got to the point where he was going balls out, if you will. But he was eventually going far faster than I could handle. And like I said earlier, I'm not stupid. I do try not to ride beyond my ability to control. But the choice that was laid before me was either ride beyond my ability to control and risk dying immediately, or let him lose me in the Washington woods, in which case I would die in about 2 weeks of starvation. So I'm trying to balance those two things. And so the best I could do is just do what I could to keep up with him. Anyway, he's way ahead. He goes around a corner, and I speed up down the straightaway to try to find him because I don't want to get lost. I go around the corner. There's a tree across the road. Again, remember, everything in the story is true. Kyle was no longer there. He had gone around or over or under the tree. He was gone. I did not go around or over or under the tree. I went into the tree. And the laws of physics being what they are, the bike came to a stop, and I kept going. Now, people will tell you that when something like that happens, I was going fairly fast, and it was a dangerous situation, that your life flashes before your eyes. That is crap. What happens is you get one thought. And I would have been happy if my one thought had been, wow, I hope I don't die. That would have been a legitimate thought. Equally viable would have been, wow, my mom is going to kill me. I would have even have accepted, wow, I hope I don't get seriously hurt because I'm 2,000 miles from home and I still have work to do today. You know, my one thought, and this, again, absolutely true, this is my favorite shirt. This is the shirt I was wearing that day. It and I came out of it okay. That's my time, but do be nice to motorcyclists. We are far more invincible than some of us realize.